Hello, my name is Anson Garvin, and this is my first final project demo. My project is called Spheropoly, and it's basically just a simplified version of Monopoly where one person plays against a robot. In this game, the human player rolls the dice from the browser, but otherwise plays normally. The robot player is split up into two different entities, the server and the robot itself. Most of the actual gameplay decision making takes place on the server. The server keeps track of the overall game state for everybody, but it also acts as the brain for the robot player. The server rolls the dice for the robot, decides what to buy for the robot, and ultimately gives commands to the Sphero. The Sphero's only goal is to act as a game piece. Once the server finishes calculating the robot turn, it sends a command containing the dice roll over a WebSocket to the Sphero. The Sphero keeps track of its own position in relation to a pre-programmed map, which tells it what to do to get to the next tile from its current one. I designed the board itself so that the Sphero could use collision to determine where it is along the board. Once it makes the correct turn, it can just go in a straight line, and once it collides with a wall, it knows it's on a new tile. So this is what the game looks like right now. The board itself is almost fully constructed. I have an interface with a representation of the game, and there's actually some gameplay. Right now, each player starts with $1,000, which you can see in the bottom right, and they can roll dice and either buy properties or pay rent on properties that other people bought. The Sphero's map navigation is actually pretty accurate too, and it can do multiple full rotations around the board without making a mistake. Occasionally, it'll get stuck and get lost, so I decided to add a message asking the human player to move it to the right spot if that happens. There's still a few other things I need to work on too. The game doesn't actually have an end condition right now, and I still need to implement auctioning off properties and going to jail. I also ran into a fundamental flaw with my board design, which was causing the Sphero to get stuck on the human player pads. So that's why I put in those pink foam rectangles. So I kind of need to get those glued in and finish painting the board too. There's a few other small things like tweaking the UI and adding Sphero animations, but overall, it's coming along pretty steadily. Thanks for watching.